What do you think of my lava pit, Mr. Thespio?
Okay, 1, why do you have a Russian accent? And 2, really, Master Code? You're going for the cliched, mustache-twirling evil mastermind shtick?
Aw, come on, you ruined in the moment, dude. Yow!
Yeah, you know this sort of thing went out of style years ago, right?
Says the guy trapped in a cage over a boiling pit of lava.
Says the guy whose stupid teleporter purposely beamed me up before I was about to have dinner with my wife.
Well, you're the one who embarrassed me in our last encounter, making me dress in drag.
You did that to yourself, you idiot!
This has certainly been an interesting meeting. So long, buddy. Huh? That was weird. Why didn't it... And what's so damn funny?
Oh, nothing, but sorry to break it to you, but Orchard Blossom, you are not.
What are you for the love of... Oh, right. Anyway, time for you to die. Unless...
You want to collab with me again, don't you?
What? How did you know?
Dude, I know how you work. That is literally the only reason you kidnap ponies while your teleporter recharges.
Curses! Foiled again.
Fine, I'll do it. But can we make this quick, please? My wife made garlic butter shrimp and I don't want her to eat them all.
All right. By the way, that's not actually lava. The mixture just looks like it, so don't worry.
Then what is it?
It's hot Kool-Aid.
Wait, what?
Alrighty then, you ready to begin?
Okay, 3! Why do you have a pit of hot Kool-Aid?
The pit above the super hot engine cores is the only place big enough to hold it all. I mean, where else would I keep it? In a fridge? That's ridiculous. Don't worry, your fur will return to normal soon.
But that doesn't... Fine! Hey, look, there's the Kool-Aid mare!
Ooh, where?
Oh, yeah!
Ah, it burns!
Good, we're even now. See you in the courtroom.
Curse you, Kool-Aid mare, and all your slender curves! Ow, aye. Shining Armor issues Twilight a challenge for Sibling Supreme. Hold it! First off, I gotta say congratulations to the show for reaching 200 episodes, a major milestone as some shows can't even get to 100. Bravo. Episode 100 gave us a unique, quirky, yet meaningful slice of life story with some of our favorite background characters. What does episode 200 have to offer? Let's take a look. One of the first things I love about the episode is we get to see a dynamic we have yet to see between Twilight and Shining Armor, that being their sibling rivalry. When you go back to A Candlelight Wedding after watching this episode and listen to the song BBBFF, you start to see their relationship in a different light.
He taught me how to fly a kite, best friend forever.
Out of my way, jerk ass!
So he's the one colt that would always be there for her, unless they're competing, then all bets are off. Take it away, sir.
This actually helps tie in to what makes this episode so special. While Nicole DeBuque and Josh Haber were in charge of writing it, the story ideas were actually given to us by the voice actresses. Tara Strong, Tabitha St. Germain, Andrea Libman, Ashley Ball, and Kathy Westluck all had their own ideas to input into the teleplay, and how it all didn't turn into one gigantic mess is nothing short of miraculous. Rarely do we see many cartoons do this unless one of the main VAs is also a co-creator like Rick and Morty. But regardless, one of the ideas pitched by Tara Strong was the suggestion of a long-standing rivalry between Twilight and Shining Armor. Throughout the whole show, and aside from the blow-ups between the two during A Canterlot Wedding, rarely have we ever seen them bicker or fight since. So this wasn't a bad setup.
Twilight and Spike arrive to the meeting in Canterlot, and this is where we're introduced to one of the most entertaining aspects of the episode, Smug Armor.
Look, I know you've always held a grudge because I left home with this. There's no way to beat the true Sibling Supreme.
Shining is absolutely hilarious with his constant bragging and his ego cranked up to 11. We've seen him as the stout guard, the vulnerable parent, and now the smug sibling, and it's absolutely glorious. The sibling rivalry with the Royal Sisters is also a great parallel to Shining and Twilight, as Celestia and Shining are the prideful ones here between their siblings, which sets up their downfall later on.
Hold it! As nice as it is to see another side of Shining Armor we haven't seen in a while, That sadly brings us to one of the major things I admittedly didn't like about this episode. That being Shining Armor's defense plan that Twilight has to foil to get the crown for Sibling Supreme. While it is masterfully crafted, taking the necessary precautions against almost every kind of threat that may come their way, I feel like something like this is 7 seasons too late. I mean, really? They couldn't have used these heightened security measures during a Canterlot wedding? Or even after the wedding when Tyrek or Tempest Shadow attacked? Especially with hidden tunnels underneath Canterlot that we've never seen before? I mean, yes, they say this is an exercise and the Royal Guards have always been problematic before, but I think we can now finally connect it all to the sheer absence of hindsight of the Royal Guard captain. Heightening security to prepare us for any kind of danger that threatens the very nature of our country? Nah. Heightening security to win a stupid game between siblings for simple bragging rights? Lay them bricks down, soldier!
Priorities? What are those? Anyway, the gimmick of this episode is that if Twilight can subvert all the new defense measures and retrieve the sibling crown, she owns it Now, this is what makes the setup not just a filler episode. Sure, Twilight for the most part is just doing this to fulfill a silly sibling competition, but it is also meant to ensure the safety of the castle, which makes for some interesting tension. Shining isn't just going to let his sister bowl over his security measures, they are playing it as if there are real stakes, and there are, given Sombra's recent attack and the fact that Grogar is still at large despite them not knowing yet. Plus, it makes sense for him revealing all his traps, not just from a story standpoint, as the girls just discovering one trap at a time would hurt the pacing, but from a character standpoint, he is in full-on smug mode, knowing that he's already won.
Your overconfidence is your weakness.
Your faith in your friends is yours.
However, I have some thoughts on the defenses. Yes, these thoughts really don't hurt the story. However, these are observations I can't ignore, but I'll go through them quick. First off, the fans. Aesthetically, it makes the castle look ridiculous, and how are they powered? Who's feeding the geese and cleaning up after them? And finally, why would you have a secret entrance in the middle of Canterlot? Fine, block it off, but don't post guards outside because that raises suspicion of why a guard is protecting a bricked off building.
Yeah, Shining, you have good ideas, but I'm gonna have to take away some stars for poor execution. You're basically in the same camp as Starlight Glimmer now.
The main six plan their heist for the Sibling Supreme crown.
Hold it! This part of the episode is where the rest of the VA's ideas get to shine, and it is such a joy to watch. As a veteran convention attendee myself, whenever Tabitha St. Germain is invited, more than likely she always hosts a table read of a script idea she wrote if she were a writer on the show. And if we look through director Jim Miller's Twitter, he said that Tabitha proposed the concept of the main six doing a heist, which can be attributed to the movie Ocean's 11. You can tell right away through Rarity's dialogue that this was a Tabitha story, and it is absolutely gorgeous.
You said it, Thespio. Anyway, the main six playing the heist is definitely one of the most interesting sequences of the story, and logically, Twilight suggested they play to their strengths until Shining completely trumps that notion.
Dear Twilight, hope your idea isn't just prison balloons, tunnels. He guessed your whole plan! What?
You magnificent bastard, I read your book!
Thus, Rarity takes over, and it makes perfect sense for her to take a leadership with her years of organization skills and owning and operating 3 boutiques at once.
You shall do nothing.
Shining Armor definitely won't expect that.
There is logic in what he says.
Their plan of instructing Twilight to do nothing also seems logical, as we literally just established Shining anticipated all of Twilight's obvious moves. I absolutely love all the different scenarios that the girls think of, all of them over the top, imaginative, and highly entertaining. The noir bar scene and peeking in space being my personal favorites.
Going back to each of the VA's story ideas, Andrea Libman stated she always wanted to have Pinkie Pie go into outer space. And even though Pinkie's vision is brief, it is nice to have that idea explored and put into practice in the plan going forward. Also, this is the 3rd time we've seen Pinkie moonwalk. First in the Great Escape Room short, then cakewalking in the season 9 premiere, and now this. So, yeah, Pinkie is a confirmed Michael Jackson fan, and I love it!
Billie Jean is not my lover.
Another high point to add from Andrea was Fluttershy having her Mission Impossible vision with Spike. I don't know what it is, but whenever Fluttershy doesn't act like her normal shy self, like in Fake It Till You Make It, it is absolutely hilarious to watch. Also, Twilight being told to do absolutely nothing? Hey, now she's really following in her teacher's hoofsteps. Ayo!